Morning, Alejandra. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You?
I'm going to ask you a time because there is a machine crossing over the street and it's too noisy over here. I don't know if you can hear that noise.
No.
No, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like, all right. You can see out there. Oh, you can see.
No.
No, I don't know what happened with my cam. It's transporting two big láminas, metallic láminas. That's why it's so noisy. All right. I want you to see, but it couldn't be possible. So Alejandra, tell
Yeah.
me, tell me, not only how's your day, tell me also how is everything over there. You are in the United States. Elections are. Tito and me you were just talking about, commenting about that situation, the results. So
Um, to be honest, I think that Biden faked the vote because there are people that is diet that vote for him. So that's like so crazy. And pues here is like normal. I don't know. So the people that vote for Biden are happy, obviously, and yeah, no, nothing like different or whatever. Is like normal. I'm team Trump, obviously, but yeah, yeah, all people is saying that he fake vote for that reason because people that is diet and vote for him. That's like how. But yeah, in general here everything is okay. I'm working so hard all days, and the weekends I'm off. um so yeah, everything is okay, normal here.
yeah, yeah. That result is going to have an impact over all nations. I
Hmm.
mean, all counterparts like big countries like Russia and China, but countries, smaller countries as Colombia, you know, United States, uh, is a big marker for Colombia. So we are producers and they are buyers. In the
Yeah.
international business, that's important. Not just political, but economical support.
Yeah.
It's a partnership. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for this encounter, we are going to talk about IELTS Part 3. Is the last part, and if I am not wrong, is our last encounter. So I'm glad that you both have come to the end of this experience. And well, I need a volunteer to start commenting about the video, their impression, what's positive, what could be improved, and how does it impact you. Oh, wait, I'm going to share my screen. I haven't shared my screen. And I'm also going to, that's the agenda. You already know it. And how this is going to be scored. But I don't know why this page isn't working. Because we are going to use a chronometer. Let me try to refresh the page one more time. I like this page because it is like embedded. Okay, this is the stove pad. Plug. Stop. Okay. And that is just one die. Okay, this is let's play. This is how we are going to choose the first participant. Okay, I'm going to write a number over here, and this opportunity is for Alejandra, right?
Hi. Tutor, I had a problem with that because my partner, I don't remember the name. The girl sent me the videos and things, but this week she didn't because I have not received the information. So I couldn't see the video.
You couldn't see the video. Well, but anyway, I'm going to share with you in the backstage the video link, so you have the opportunity to. It's the continuation of part two. It's not that
Okay.
you can start listening it, and the most important part is at the beginning, because it's the interview where the participants intervene, and you have the opportunity to analyze his grammar, her fluency, her vocabulary, and so on. And it's the most important part where you analyze how she performs. Okay, when we approach this type of video, we have to be very critical at analyzing them. So let's back to here. Okay, Tito, you are not Alejandra. You are watching the video?
Yeah.
Okay, take your time. We are going to wait for you.
Okay. Thank you.
As I was telling you, Tito, Sorelli commented me that she's going to have, uh, I don't know, a difficulty for this encounter, and she showed me her video presentation in advance. So she showed me a video, a very important video, and by the way, I told her, I'm very glad with your improvement, because in the video she sounds very natural, she sounds very confident, and I was surprised. And she said, "Oh, teacher, I'm working hard. Not only you as well as Tito, you both are amazing. You start this process together, and you continue, you persist. I'm surprised. I'm very glad. I mean, it's not that super." I told her, I mean, our reference need to be a native speakers, okay? We are not going to be equal as a native speaker, but they are our. So being aware of that situation, you know what you have to do to get closer to a native speaker language, right?
Yes, teacher.
And I'm very glad with his improvement as well as yours. I mean, at the beginning, if I compare your your state now, and we compare when early when we started taking this course, I see that you are very fluent, you have more resources, you don't hesitate, right? You don't make pauses, you sound more fluent. And that's because you make a huge effort trying to understand, trying to analyze. And I mean, there is many exercise we can do to improve. You can listen movies, whatever you want. But what I can say for sure that is the more effective is being critical when you listen, because I can spend tons of hours listening. But I mean, what do I get from that listening? Just, I mean, get from my ear familiar to a new sounds, new phonetics, right? But if I don't analyze, I won't improve. There is something that that I mean, amaze me, and is emerging language. And if you search that topic out in the web, emerging language, you are going to find the definition that is the language that you get after you approach to a new topic, right? You in
Okay.
you like you assimilate, you incorporate that language to your own discourse. That's why emerging language is important. So that's why, but emerging language comes out of analyzing your the listener, what he said, why, when, which word. So it's language in itself becomes complex once we start getting deeper, trying to understand the understanding. So
Yes.
really speaking today, Alessandra is watching the video. I want just to make a little activity with Alejandra.
Okay, teacher.
Yesterday night, all night long was raining, and today morning is like very cold. The day is like black.
Yes. Teacher, where do you live?
I live in Montelíbano, Córdoba.
Oh, you are in the one carbon
That that's
minery.
that, yeah, yeah. That's nickel.
Ah, nickel, nickel.
Nickel is
Okay.
the biggest open mine at the sky. Oh, yeah, Skydor mine.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, in Spanish we say la mina más grande a cielo abierto de explotación niquelera. In Spanish you say that. And
Okay.
the
Ah,
second largest, yeah. I was going to say that the second largest mine is placed in Chile, if I don't wrong.
okay.
So it brings development and progress for the region. That may pays a huge amount of money in taxation to the government, but that money is amazed by the government in the name of the department. Gobernación de Córdoba is the one in charge to capture that money, and then that money is redistributed to the society.
Okay. Okay, teacher, but uh, you how do you feel the damage of the environment
Oh,
with
that's
the minery in your region?
yeah. That's a, a real situation that's happening. Uh, the I mean, the Cauca River cross uh, some miles of kilometers over here. The closest city is Caucasia, Antioquia,
Okay.
and the the activity of exploiting that minerals damage the river. People used to eat fishes from that river, but now they can't anymore because the river is contaminated with how you say aluminum. I don't know. It's a substance that is cancerogenic in the body, in the human body. So
Yes.
people eat it to their own risk, but it can be eaten anymore. And here, where I'm placed, Montelíbano, Córdoba, we have a river. It's closer from here, like let's say like 15 kilometers from here, where I am. And that river is being danger in the in the north part, where it burns. When the river derive from here, it is become very treated. There also, you are right. There is another mine, but it is not placed here in Montelíbano. It is placed in Puerto Libertador, Córdoba.
Okay.
The company is Geselga, and they apply engineer, and they took the river and they divide the river in before the river, and they took an affluent of the river to use for the economical activity. Okay, because they explode carbon, and they are an hydroelectric. So the resource they use to, I mean, like to, to back up the entire industry is water. So there is where water is used for. In
Okay. Difficult situation. I have other question for you. What do you think about the damage of the river, Cauca River, because the problem Ituango hydroelectric,
yeah,
you have resolved all problems on the river. Uh, you you can see uh, obviously change in the river as a result of the building the hydroelectric.
yeah. Oh, well, the construction, I mean, the settlement of this type of business were supposed to bring progress. I think this need to be seen in critically. I mean, if we compare the social progress versus the environmental damage, I don't know. It's difficult to see because if we walk to by the region, you don't. I mean, it's hard to see um, poor people or a decadent society. I mean, in this region, you are not going to see that, but there is poor people, and there is uh, extremely rich people, and you don't see their uh, properties here. They took that money and they, I mean, invest that money in other places. So it's very contrasting to see a region, I mean, a rich region with such amount, and this is a characteristic that it happened all over our country. You see that the region where the mineral are exploited are poorest, while other regions are extremely opulent. I mean, they invest, they have projects. So that's the contrast of the politics. That's the contrast of our society, and it's hard to see that. It's hard to see that, but it should be. I mean, um, equal, right? It should be balanced.
Yes, teacher. Do other question.
Go
Your
ahead.
region is very important, and I don't have the opportunity to speak with people of this region.
My
The
pleasure.
very rich region. People have in poverty all time, and I can opportunity to know some regions rich in minerals, uh, petroleum, gold, um, uh, and I I can see in these opportunities people drink a lot alcohol
Heavy,
all days on
heavy
weekends.
alcohol, heavy alcoholic person.
Okay.
Mostly
Uh,
when they're when you know that cultural practice that it can be abolished. Corralejas de toros.
okay.
People
Okay.
use like ruanas or ponchos, uh, typical cultural hats, and they have like a mochila, and inside the mochila they have aguardiente, a popular alcoholic beverage.
Antioqueño todavía por allá.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So that's a cultural practice. It's hard to attack that behavior, but it makes part of the culture. It's
Yes.
have some positive aspect, but at some there is some negative aspect also either.
Oh, yes. Teacher, in your region also have problems of the artisanal artisanal minery as the gold
Yeah, yeah. No,
near
yeah,
the river, or there are no there are.
yeah, yeah. You can say that, but if, I mean, the criteria is the impact, the environmental impact. I mean, this type of person are very few if you compare the number of, excuse me, these people is very few. I mean, and 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 the damage they cause to the environment is very low. So they explode, but the amount of mineral that they obtain is just to survive. You are not going to see, I mean, heavy exploitation as you see in Caquetá or other departments where they, I mean, they break down all the landscape. The green landscape becomes like, I mean, completely damaged.
Okay.
So Alejandra,
Yeah.
let's back to you. Okay, I'm going to, okay, I told you, I wrote a number in my agenda over here. So I want you to tell me a number.
One from
Oh,
1 to 10.
okay, wait. No, it's your opportunity.
Yeah, but whatever number.
Yeah, from 1 to
Okay,
10.
7. 1 until 3.
1 to 10.
Okay, 7.
Okay. No, Tito, your turn.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. No, Alejandra.
Uh, 9.
Okay. No, Tito.
I am 45 years.
No, from 1 to 10.
Uh, yes, son.
You got that
Uh,
number.
uh, Wait, no, excuse me. From 1 to 10
No, you
for
got
us
it.
for what?
It's to comment about the video. You are the first.
Okay. Excuse me. Uh, I lost the the situation.
Don't worry.
Uh, okay. I talk about the video. I see the advert advice advice. He talk about how about the strategies to have a high score in the examination of the level in the band 8 to 9. And he explained six, um, seven steps or tips to take in mind for this test. The candidate had to take in mind listen carefully questions or takes time to think about the answers. He um, advise the, about the complete answers uh, in our in your in we when we speak in the test. The fourth tip is by time complete answers. Use some expressions and give you please me a moment with the idea to long time and ganar time, uh, um, more time to the answer, to the thing in this answer. And the five did is excellent range of vocabulary and grammar. I have a lot of vocabulary because my cast. And in the sixth point is um, uh, develop the conversation with logical detailed examples. Um, and the other point is um, or different topics are uh, boring. I had to find excited moments on the best moments to follow this conversation. Um, I think this is uh, all all tips he gives us. Give us.
Good. Thank you, Tito. Now let's back to Alejandra. Please,
Okay.
Alejandra, it's your
Okay.
opportunity to share your comments. At the end, we are going to make like a practice, like an exercise, right? We are going to make a simulation of that activity.
Okay.
And before that, I'm going to add some words to reinforce what Tito just said, something that brought to my mind I want to share with you. Go ahead, Alejandra.
Okay. So my partner say all the points. So I'm going to talk about two of them that I really like it. And one is take your time for answer because sometimes we are talking in English, then we are like rush, no, hurry up, and we are not thinking about the answer that we gave and that we given up, and that's like, oh my gosh, my mind is like in shock right now because I'm I'm listening but not really listening because I'm more attention about my answer, but and I want to answer really fast, and for being fast I'm going to be grown, and that's bad because I'm not good with my English and I'm not thinking about that, and it's like, okay, I need to take my time, and the people need be patient because we are improving. But yeah, that's a good point because sometimes for answer really fast, we don't thinking about the answer with good grammatic or good pronunciation or yeah, like things like that, and the people don't understand us because we are like hurry up, and that's a good point. And the other point that he say is like listen for be clearly. It's like, okay, take your time for listen to, because sometimes we are like, I don't know how to explain that, but when we're listening, it's like we have like we take just the special words, and we understand ground because because we just understand some words, and we like relation that word, but the meaning is other, and it's like, oh my gosh, that is not the mean, because we're listen just like um the words that we know. and that's like, oh my gosh, I'm listening this, but he or her or she means other thing, and it's like take time for listen really good and for answer really good. No hurry up, no rush. It's like take your time for answer, and so yeah, that 2 points that I really like it because that pass for me sometimes, and it's like, oh my gosh, I need to keep calm, thinking about my answer for give a good answer and not like hurry up all the time for answer fast. And yeah.
Good. Excellent. You both were both amazing. You focus on what you have to. Uh, I just want to add two things that I want to underline. The first one, the speaker showed at the very end that the participants should try to show excitement. I mean, we are confronted with topics that you do not expect, but despite of that, in your discourse, you have to sound like interesting, like the topic is important to you. You know, trying to convince that the examiner that the question and the answer it always is important. And the second is like a trick, and it have to do with whatever sentence, subject, verb, complement. So when you speak, we must the higher accent or the higher force in the subject or in the verb. I mean, the one we want to emphasize where the action take place. So it could inform you, right? The the most important part, where is the meaning, where is the point? So to capture the attention of the interlocutor, in this case, the attention of the examiner, is now and build an entire structure, grammatical structure, a part of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because by studies, I mean, it's hard for me to say uh, which educational institution did, did the study. But study says that analyzing the conversation, the, the, the speech of many native speakers, how they stress the words that carries the most important meaning in a sentence. So most of the time, the stress or the force is carried by verbs, right? By actions. What's the point? So verbs carries the higher load of meaning. So focus on the verb. What someone did, cook, spoke, said, and the tense is important. Past, present, or future, right? Start building grammar apart from that. Well, having said that, let's let's practice. I have some cards over here. So let's start with Alejandra. Alejandra, give me a number. Wait,
Mm.
let me wait. Wait. From 1 to 20.
Ooh, okay. Fourth.
4. Let's go to 4. It's here. Okay. Ay, caramba. This one. Okay. That's it. Describe a party. What is the party? Why was the party held? Who attended the party? who did you do for that party? What did you do for that party?
Okay. Is I start right now?
I think you can take 1 minute.
Okay. I cannot see the questions, teacher. Okay. Like a party that I will celebrate or whatever party.
It's not a specific. I think it's whatever party, but something closest to the root of the word, to the meaning,
Okay.
like having fun, like joy, all that involves the concept.
Mm,
Okay, I think time is over. Okay, start please.
I was thinking about the party because I'm not going to the party, so maybe a happy birthday. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that a birthday is a party. That
Okay.
depends on the birthday
Okay.
because
Because okay. What is the party? The party is a celebration that you do for something special, like for your birthday or for your for I don't know your culture, your ideas, your goals, or whatever you want to do it. And it's a time for share with friends. Sometimes it's for dance, for eat, or for speak. Depends the party type. Or for example, for share with your kids. There's so many celebrations for do a party like in your culture, like for example, Christmas, or in this case, Thanksgiving, depend the type of celebration. But yeah, it's a time for be fun, for be happy with your partners, with your family, friends, or whatever you want. Um, in my case, I'm going to talk about my last birthday. Is a party my concept because I don't drink or dancing or whatever, but I share with my family a lot. I share with my friends, and I love my birthdays because I don't know why, but I really love that, and I want to celebrate all my birthdays in whatever situation because I really passionate about that, and my birthdays will celebrate
hold,
because
hold on. Who is the person that, according to you, can you can miss in your celebration of your birthday?
who is the person what
Who you don't want to be missed in a celebration of your birthday?
oh okay obviously my mom, the first one, and my brother. They are so important for me, and my brother live in like 2 hours and a half from my city in Colombia, and he always going to my goes to my birthday because he knows that I really love that, and I live with my mom too, so they are always in my birthday, and they are so special for me. And in other way, my family's church is are they are so important for me too, and because I want to share that time with them because they are so funny, they are so important for me, they love me,
In
and
in an hypothetical situation where there was no crisis, no virus, no coronavirus, no nothing, where would you like to celebrate? I mean, where is the craziest place where you would like to celebrate your birthday?
mm, I think in my city in Colombia, to be honest. And here, I will be maybe in Hawaii or Disney because I really love that places. And probably not for my birthday because I'm going to come back to Colombia in August, but I'm going to that places the next year. I wish for my birthday, but it's not possible. But yeah, that places are I wish.
Uh, One more question. Uh, Given the fact that the virus it's true, it kills, and it forces us to stay indoor. Do you
Mm.
think now on celebration is going to be the same about restrictions, about attitudes, about
The next
adopting
year.
secu- yeah, next year, and the entire mentality, the entire attitude of the society? Do you think the society is going to adopt secure behavior?
Um, to be honest, I don't really believe in the virus or whatever. But I think that the people is a little scared about that. But I think that the next year is going to be better. And so, yeah, I think that's possible that be like normal situation. But depends of the person, the type of person, her mind or whatever, their mind, sorry, or whatever. But yeah, for me, it's like totally normal. But yeah, depends of the person.
Well, that was all the question. That's okay. Thank you, Alejandra.
Okay.
Let's back to our friend Tito. Tito,
Okay,
please
teacher.
give me a number from 1 to 20.
Um, one.
1. Okay. Describe a museum.
Okay.
And this is the question for you. You have 1 minute, right?
Okay, teacher.
Stop.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Go ahead.
Uh, yes. Okay. Um, mm, yeah, teacher. Okay.
Yeah, start talking, please.
Okay. Okay. The museum is a big topic to speak. Today, museum is very important for the people because there are a lot of history of the all 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 people who have lived in our country, in our region, because people today lost um, the life of ancestors. Um, I I don't visit the museum often because cultural is not important to visit museums because people prefer visit the disco malls or parks. Um, there are no learn the importance of the museums or story, culture, develop our country, our thinking, social thinking. Um, the most popular museum is the National Museum in my city. It is the biggest museum. But in my city, Bogota, I live in Bogota, the museums are, the most museums are in the downtown of the city because Candelaria, in Candelaria neighborhood is a typical place where all tourists visit our city. Um, you have to find you you can find the National Museum, the Museum of the La Moneda, Army Museum, the Botero Museum, um, the Clothes Museum, or the Independence Museum. There are a lot of museums uh, in this place. People, foreign people, like to visit this place because city have planes, plane uh,
I was
route.
thinking, I was thinking, uh, what do you think that the people who go to visit La Moneda Museum expect to observe or to get in that museum?
Hmm, people who visit this museum can see a lot of money to develop the money in our country, the machines to to mm, produce money, nickel, on as an important aspect when you go out to the museum. They give you money of the insignia, this museum. Um, and the other hand, you can see uh, Alder's house, the colony building. Um, the, this is the most important for me because the museum is not big, it's a little museum because you spend easily 1 hour. In 1 hour, you visit this museum. And there are some rooms. And history uh, for is organized for rooms in decades. Something. This is the most
Well,
important in this museum.
well, ladies and gentlemen, Tito, that was a very good explanation about the museum, and we have the opportunity to interact about it. Our last section uh, demand us to give, please, like a wrap up of this experience of all the encounters. So let's, I don't know if it start Alejandra or Tito, you are going to give like a review of all the encounters, and that's it. How did you benefit, or how have you benefit of all these encounters, and mention some word as me as your tutor, as your mediator in this process.
Okay, Alejandra, you go to speak.
Okay. Okay. I think that was so good because you can practice with your partner, with your tutor, and obviously the tutor can correct us when we are grown or something, or when we are like pronunciation bad or grammar bad or whatever. I think that's really good and it's advantage because we can like it's virtual. We can now practice in person or with partners in person, and I think that it's really important that part because without this we cannot practice our English. It's like just for my count, and that's no work because we need to have like really a discipline every day or whatever, and this makes that more easy for us because we need to practice our English is the most important part, I think, because you can know like all grammatic and verbs and whatever, but if you don't practice it's like you don't know how to do that, or you don't know how put your um your your you don't know how put that in practice because you have that only in your mind. It's like you need to practice for improve that. And so yeah, I think that is really important, these encounters, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah. And your tutor.
And yeah. The good thing is that you're really like passion the first one, I think. And I think that you're really good with this because you're not like you need to do this and this and this, and if you don't do this you have like zero or whatever. So you gave us opportunity for talk, for share our minds, and I think that's really good because we can feel free about talk. It's not like, oh my gosh, I say something wrong, I'm going to be bad or whatever. No, and for my part I feel free for big ground because that is another important part, and I think that's really good. Thanks.
Thank you, Alejandra. Very nice words. Tito, please go ahead.
Okay, teacher. Thank you a lot of thanks a lot of teacher for your company in this course. You are teaching a lot of things. You uh, allow me talk a lot of because I afraid to speak other times because I think I don't have uh, enough vocabulary. I have mistakes when I speak because in this course I have the opportunity to share with partners as Sorelli, as Alejandra. Alejandra, I speak a lot of well this language. Sorelli is a good partner. Uh, in, the topics about developing this course are important because for me, for example, I need to speak at this moment. Uh, it's necessary for me because I had a nice semester and I developed my experience, practical experience in pedagogic. I feel my deficiency in speak in in this skill because I is the unique opportunity to express ideas, opinions, and develop conversations. My way to this process is very important because I have developed a lot of experience. I have more vocabulary. I understand more grammar. Um, and the most important, I lost afraid to speak. I don't import if I have mistakes. I think the most important is talk, 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 and practice because in this moment and the virtual education for us is very difficult to speak with other people. Thank you, teacher, for your work with us.
Thanks back to you, Tito and Alejandra. And of course, also Sorelli. She's not here, but I want to thank all of you because your commitment with your process make of this experience something very productive for me
Yes, teacher.
and as well for you. So thanks, and until next opportunity, you can find me right here in WhatsApp. You know I'll be over there, so you can count with me. Goodbye and thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
teacher.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes?
For the task 7 is this one the encounters?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, thank you.
yeah. Remember that you have to register for task 5, that is an interview. Okay?
Yes, teacher. See you later in
See
this
you later.
activity.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Alejandra.